if I look at your top 5 holdings, your top 5 holdings accounts for almost 60%
Yes.
of your overall fund,
That's correct.
right?
Yes,
Which is a very concentrated bet on these 5 companies.
Yes.
So can you explain what these 5 companies are?
Sure.
And why these companies?
Sure.
Based on all the macroeconomic and all the subsectors that we talked about,
Done.
why have you zeroed in on these companies?
Correct. So let's start with our topic today, which is healthcare global enterprises.
What is this sector?
Yeah. So healthcare global enterprises is a hospital chain.
So the hospital chain. The
chain.
fastest growing subsector in healthcare.
In healthcare.
Okay.
And this hospital chain, this hospital is particularly based out of Bangalore, but they are spread across India now.
Okay.
Other than North India, they are in South India, West India, and Eastern India. And they do only cancer patients.
Oh.
So they are an oncology super specialty hospital.
So this comes under your case mix.
Case mix.
Where you can't increase the price.
Yes.
But if your case mix is more towards oncology,
Your revenue per bed is higher.
ARPO is higher.
ARPOB is higher.
ARPOP is higher.
ARPOB is higher.
Got it.
Now, that's one angle of oncology. Second angle to oncology is it is the fastest growing disease in India today.
Cancer is the fastest growing disease in India.
By 2030, India will be the cancer capital of the world.
We're
We will
already
have the
there.
highest number of cancer patients. No, today we are the diabetes capital of the world.
So we'll be both then.
Yes.
Wow. So by 2030, India will be the cancer capital of the world. And you are now investing in hospitals which focus on cancer.
Only on cancer.
Oncology.
Right? Only oncology.
Okay.
Number 3, think of it, right? So I told you Apollo Hospitals, for example, no buy sell recommendations, just giving you a rationale.
Sure.
So Apollo Hospital, 1 lakh crore market cap, 2,000 crore cash flow.
So 50 times earnings. Yes.
HCG, 9,500 crore market cap, 320 crore cash flow. So 30 times.
Okay. This is the company that you have invested.
Yes. HCG is Healthcare Global.
Okay.
Right? So HCG is trading at 30 times and Apollo is trading at 50 times.
Correct.
Apollo is multidisciplinary. So they will have cancer, they will have maternity, gastro,
everything.
Cardiac, mix of all. This guy is purely cancer. Now think of Apollo for 1 second. If I am the Apollo unit head, this year, let's say I treated 100 patients. Of those patients, many will be maternity, some will be cardiac, some will be gastro, some will be ortho, some will be cancer.
Yeah.
So out of these 100 patients, how many patients will recur for me next year? Will be repeat patients next year?
It will be mostly the cancer patients.
Mostly the cancer. So if cancer is, let's say, 20% of my revenue, of those 20 patients, let's say 4 pass away because it's cancer.
Right.
15, 16 patients probably will come back to me next year.
Correct.
So next year, I start my patient base at 15, 16, and then I have to acquire another 100 patients to show growth of 15% year over year.
Okay.
Yes?
Right.
For HCG, if I have 100 patients this year, let's say 10 pass away, let's say 10 go to different hospitals because they don't like the doctor or they don't like the treatment.
Sure.
I start next year with 80.
As my base.
That's my base.
Wow.
Now I have to add another only 40 to show 20% growth year over year. And this guy had to add it 85 to show a 15% growth.
Wow.
So you see the difference here.
So capex required here is lesser.
Capex is lesser, but customer acquisition cost, OPEX is lower.
Is lower, yes.
Because customer acquisition cost is your largest cost.
Marketing cost also
Marketing
lower.
cost,
They're
lower.
recurring
Because these
customers.
are recurring patients. They are recurring revenue streams.
Interesting.
These revenue streams in multi-specialty are one-off. A maternity patient will come, 3-4 days deliver the baby, and will not come probably for next 5 years or maybe never in his life.
Man, looking at this business and finance lens in something of cancer is something very new for me. Like,
yeah, but imagine how can this help you make money, right?
Right.
So keep the emotional angle out of it.
Right.
Just think of it running as a business, right?
Correct.
I am running a business where 80% of my patients will come back next
Correct.
year because they are patients for life. They are customers for life.
Correct.
Right? And this guy...
LTV is very high here.
Yeah, LTV is very high here. Long-term value of the patient is very high here. And here, only 15% of my patients come back. 85% of my patients go away.
Because they're one-time use.
One time, right? So now we discuss this in context of wealth managers, right? So this guy has 85% one-off, 15% recurring revenue. This guy has 80% recurring revenue, 20% one-off because they die away or they go to a different hospital.
Okay.
Which of the two entities deserve a higher multiple?
This one, second guy.
Yeah, which
The
is
HCG.
HCG.
Right.
But today HCG is 30 times.
The market is not
This guy is
factored
50
in.
times. So this guy is 30 times, this guy is 50 times.
Interesting. So that's your biggest pick.
Biggest pick.
This I think is about 15% of your capital.
16 to 17%.
16-17% is in this.
One stock. HCG.
Wow. Wow.
Right?
So second, what is the other?
Yeah, the second largest pick we have is this year, Krishna Diagnostics.
Krishna Diagnostics.
Krishna. Now
This
you
is
may
one
not
of the fastest growing subsectors you mentioned.
Correct.
Diagnostics. Let me guess.
Yes.
They are organized, obviously.
Yes.
And all of their tests are government approved.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So Krishna is a B2G diagnostic player.
What is B2G?
Business with government. So if you assume that, let's say India has 100 hospitals and 100 labs today, of this 100 hospitals and labs, 60 are owned by the government of India. They are public hospitals and public diagnostic labs.
Okay.
Right? But because they are public, they are not well run. Right? So what happens
because they're government.
Because they're government, they are not well run.
Correct.
Right? So mismanagement, inefficiency, so on and so forth. So only 3% of the patients who are willing to pay, not free patients who are willing to pay.
3% of the patients willing to pay.
Okay. Actually come to this 60% of the infrastructure which is owned by the government of India.
Okay. Got it.
The balance 40% which is owned by private owners, they cater to 97% of the patient population.
Who are willing to pay.
Got
it.
Right?
Understood.
So this is the math. Now,
so basically people are willing to pay, prefer private.
And they obviously won't prefer the government, right? Because government, why would you pay money and get an inefficient service, right?
Right.
If you're getting it for free, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because you can't afford.
Yeah.
But if you can afford, you go to a private.
Sure.
Right? So which is why the numbers look that way. Now, Krishna's job or business model is essentially, so what government has started doing is they've seen these numbers, the government of India, and they are saying we need to change this. So now they can be, so currently they are the owners and the operators of the asset.
Yeah.
They are saying we need to change where we'll become the owner.
And operator will be somebody else.
Operator will be a private guy.
Smart.
PPP. Public-private partnership. That is where a Krishna comes in. Krishna says, I'll bid for your lab. I'll manage the lab. So Krishna does the lab management for government hospitals.
Interesting.
Within the government hospital laboratories.
Very good moat.
So
Once you get into this, you're in.
Yeah. So where we are shooting, there's a nearby hospital of Baba Saheb right on the JVLR signal. If you go to that hospital, it's a government BMC hospital. But as you enter the hospital, there's a diagnostic lab there, which is managed by Krishna. And you'll see the difference the moment you enter the diagnostic lab premise versus when you're outside the diagnostic lab premise.
Okay.
Because when you're outside, you will see the dirtiness, you will see the dog sleeping here and there, a stray dog, you will see patients lying on the floor, nobody caring. The moment you enter the lab, it's clean. People have those head nets and gloves. It's air conditioned.
Okay.
The moment you go and say, I want to get this test done, you get a number, a slip which has a number, patient number, that will take you after 1 hour. So they'll tell you upfront that there's a 1 hour waiting. And in that 1 hour, you can go and relax, sit, have a cup of tea, whatever.
And this is free?
Free.
Oh.
Because the government pays for it.
Government pays for it. But good, yaar. Such kind of service free for the population.
Correct. So Krishna as a business started in 2011.
I think more people should know about this. Yes. That go to those hospitals where Krishna is already integrated. So that you get good quality tests for free.
Tests for free. So, and if not free, so there are two models. One is the credit model, where the government says that you do the test for free, I pay you cash. So government pays Krishna. The other, so that is the model I think they have in Maharashtra. But there are other states which follow their own model. They say we'll subsidize the price, but the patient has to pay the lower price.
Still subsidized?
Subsidized, yeah.
Cheap.
So for instance, a head MRI, the MRI of your head, if you get it done in, let's say, Dr. Lal, it will charge you, Dr. Lal Path Labs.
Lal Path Labs
Lal
have
Path
taken
Lab,
their service.
So let's say if you get it done Dr. Lal Path Lab, they'll on an average charge you 6,000 to 7,000 rupees.
Correct.
For a head MRI.
Correct.
In a Krishna designated lab, if you go, they'll charge you around 2,500 rupees, 2,500 rupees.
Interesting.
Better machinery because it's latest technology. Government tender, they says you have to employ the latest tech. So 124 slice MRI machine, Tesla machine, they'll use that and they'll give you it for 2,500 bucks. Whereas Dr. Lal might have an older machine, or they may have a later machine, but they most likely will have an older machine and they will charge you 6,000 bucks.
Interesting.
The reason is volume. So the highest cost for a diagnostic test, a diagnostic laboratory is the cost of the machine.
Correct.
So my machine is my cost. Now, if you go to Dr. Lal, what you realize is if you sit in a day in their lab where they have that MRI machine, in one day, let's say Dr. Lal would be running 3 to 4 MRI scans.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the kind of patient volume they get.
Okay.
Right? And hence they have to charge you 6,000 rupees to break even on the machine and make a decent profit.
Correct.
You go to this lab, the one that I told you about on Jogeshwari. It's a 24-hour lab. So there are 3 shifts, 3 technicians come, 8-hour shifts each. And the machine never shuts down. So they do on an average 22 to 23 MRI scans per day on that machine.
Wow. So 10 times more tests.
10 times more tests. And that, then they charge you 2,500 bucks.
Charging 1/3 the price, but my volume is 10 times more.
And my machine will last the same that this guy's machine will last.
So 1 by 3 into 10, 3 times. So I'm getting 3 times more revenue.
Yes.
Okay.
And my margin therefore has to be higher.
Correct.
So despite Dr. Lal, let's say charging a 6,000.
My cost is same.
Yes.
Revenue is 3x.
Yes.
So my margin is higher.
Margin is higher.
Interesting.
So despite Dr. Lal charging you $6,000 and Krishna charging you 2,500, Dr. Lal reports a lower margin than Krishna does.
Okay. And when do you think the boom will happen for this?
I'm hoping next 2 years. But I think in, let's say, 3 years' time, can Krishna be 3x of their current profit? Yes.
Okay.
They'll probably be 3x of their current
Earnings
profit.
could be 3x.
3x.
And prices always follow earnings.
Price
Long
could
term.
be anything depending on what happens to the multiple.
Right.
I think the current multiple is very understated. So Dr. Lal, just for a sense, Dr. Lal today trades about 35, 40 times EV EBITDA. Krishna is at 10 times EV EBITDA.
Okay.
So the valuation gap is enormous. But that's for a reason. People feel Dr. Lal is B2C, hence there's a brand recognition, there's a last mile connectivity.
Right.
Krishna is B2G. So sometimes the tenders, the payments get stuck with governments. It takes time to release payments and all that.
Right.
So there are perceptions about, B2G model and a B2C model. And I agree that B2G should trade at a discount to a B2C. But is 35 and 10 the right amount of discount? I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know. So I'm saying it's probably not the right amount of discount.
So that was your second stock.
Second pick. Now, just to finish on Krishna, by the way,
Okay.
2011, they had 8 crores of revenue.
2011
they started with 8 crores of revenue.
Okay.
Today, 2025, they are 700 crores of revenue.
Wow. 100x revenue growth in
14 years.
In 14 years. Wow. Phenomenal entrepreneur.
And Krishna is right now only in 17, 18 states.
Okay.
We have 32 states.
Okay.
So there's width left to be explored.
Yeah.
In some of the
So
states,
this is something that can be horizontally integrated in every part of
in
India.
every part of India.
Yeah.
And why just India? You can export this business model
Right.
outside India. The Northern African countries and all, they have nothing, boss.
Right.
You can help them out, right?
Correct.
And that's one part. So there's width, right? In terms of India and outside India. Then there is depth. So there are certain states where Krishna has only 2-3 hospitals. These are dipstick right now. So Krishna, when they started, that 8 crore came from Himachal Pradesh, 2 hospitals.
Oh, they started from Himachal Pradesh.
Himachal Pradesh, 2 hospitals. 8 crores per annum revenue. Today, only from Himachal Pradesh, Krishna does 70 crores of revenue, which comes out of 9 hospitals.
So deep integration into the state.
Into the state. And then width on new states.
And new countries.
And new countries beyond that.
Wow.
So, I mean, the scope is like
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
So that's our second best pick, Krishna.
Interesting. Yeah, these are what people say, right? Like start businesses which are boring.
Yes.
Which less people want to do.
Yes.
And you'll make a lot of money. Right? Like how many young people in India today are thinking, yeah, when I grow up, I will open a diagnostic center and make money. Nobody
Everybody's
wants to think
developing
that.
an app, no?
Everybody
They're
wants to
busy.
develop an app, or I will sell the next cool t-shirt.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Okay, so that's the second company.
Yes.
What's next?
The third largest position we have is a company called Thyrocare Technologies.
Okay.
It's also a diagnostic company like Krishna. Now, the thing with Thyrocare is they are a pathology focused. Now, within diagnostic, you have 2. You have radiology and pathology. Radiology is essentially X-rays, MRI, CT scans.
Okay.
The imaging businesses, those are radiology.
Okay.
Pathology is your blood tests, your HbA1c, your blood pressure, whatever, right? Your blood tests. So Thyrocare, when we invested in it, they were present in 3,500 pin codes in India. And they were expanding that presence to from 3,500 to 9,500 pin codes.
Okay.
Now, the difference between, let's say, Thyrocare and a Dr. Lal, again, I'm taking Dr. Lal as the gold standard of our industry,
Right.
the diagnostic industry. Dr. Lal competes with the unorganized to take share from the unorganized.
Correct.
Thyrocare doesn't compete, it cooperates. How does he do that? Thyrocare says, look, you are an unorganized player. You have put an analyzer. And that analyzer, as an unorganized player, you can get only, let's say, 100 samples a day. And that analyzer costs you, let's say, 50 lakh rupees. And you run that analyzer twice or thrice a day for this 100 samples that you collect. So your cost per collection is, let's say, 200 rupees, let's say.
Okay.
So you need to charge about 400 rupees to break even because you have your lab, bijli, personnel, profit, right? So you have to charge 400 rupees to break even. Why don't you give the sample to me? 1, I have NABL accreditation. So I have a better accuracy of test than your analyzer. 2, my analyzer will process 50,000 samples a day. So my cost per sample, for you, the cost per sample is 200 for doing it inside. For me, to do it is 20 rupees. So I'll sell that sample to you at 150 rupees, the result. So when you do it yourself, it's 200 rupees as your cost, and it may or may not be accurate. So you're open to litigation and open to different risks.
Right.
I'll do it in a complied fashion, SOP standard fashion, and I'll give you the result in 150 rupees. Then you sell it to your customer for 400 or 500. I don't care.
Right.
So
they take care of customer acquisition.
Yes.
You take care of the
capacity.
operations.
I do the operation. I'm a backend operator. Now, as a backend operator, again, is the same logic of diagnostics. If I have the machinery and if I'm collecting samples from 100 different guys and I'm using my machine 24/7, my marginal cost of each test is zilch. So whatever I charge flows to my bottom line.
Correct.
It's just about how I can increase volumes. That is it.
Interesting.
Thyrocare is the only lab in our country where 97% of the tests are done in NABL accredited labs.
Wow.
97. Mind you, the economy average, as in Indian average, is 2%. Thyrocare has 97% NABL accredited labs.
Wow. So it is similar to the Krishna Diagnostics, but here it is, instead of B2G,
yes,
it is B2B.
B2B. And Dr. Lal is B2C.
Right.
So these are the three models you have. So now healthcare, 5 buckets. Within 5 bucket, let's say diagnostic, 3 buckets, B2G, B2C, B2B. Within hospital, 2 buckets, multi-specialty, single specialty. You see how diversified even a healthcare product can be.
Right.
And people have this perception that healthcare is thematic, sectoral.
Glad you made it till here. If this gave you even one idea to improve your finances, send it to a friend. Helping them might just make you the smartest person in their group chat. And don't miss the full episode on Finance with Sharan. There's a lot more where this came from.